under Uniform Commercial Code 440.2511 by tender of payment 2 and 3.
It's not applicable to this case.
And could you tell me why, Your Honor?
Because the UCC doesn't apply to this circumstance. Sir?
Yes.
I'm asking a very simple question. Good afternoon.
How you doing, Your Honor?
What's your name, sir? What is the claim in this case?
Judge, this is a non-payment of rent action with a money judgment being requested as well.
Okay, pause right there. This is the moment the entire sovereign citizen strategy starts crumbling. The defendant is trying to invoke the Uniform Commercial Code like it's some kind of legal cheat code. But here's the problem. Landlord-tenant disputes for unpaid rent are governed by state property and contract law, not the UCC's provisions about commercial paper. The UCC deals with negotiable instruments and secured transactions, not I live here and didn't pay rent. Judges see this argument constantly, and it almost never lands. And here's the bigger question for you guys. Why do so many people think citing a random statute number automatically wins the case? Do you think he genuinely misunderstood the law? Or was this a Hail Mary move? Let me know. Because right now, the judge is being calm, but you can already tell he's not buying what's being sold.
I'm showing that rent is due in the amount of $1,588, court costs of $217 for a total rent retained of $1,805.
And sir,
Yes.
how do you intend upon paying this?
So, Your Honor, I actually tendered payment to Group 5 management on November 3rd. And my form of payment was refused.
Was what?
My form of payment, she refused payment.
What was your form of payment?
A cashier's check. I actually have the voided check here. And I'm asking for
You had a
yes.
cashier's check? Let me see.
If this is also the refusal in the email from the landlord. All right.
Danny, do you know anything about the refusal of payment?
I do not, Judge. Obviously, I'm standing in for Mr. Weiss. I believe my client or the client was supposed to be on. My understanding was that it wasn't a cashier's check. It was a counter or a check. And the reason it would have been refused was because he's had more than 3 checks come back as insufficient funds. But I would ask if I don't see if he's on here, Judge.
From Randolph Court or Group 5 on the Zoom? We don't have anybody checked in.
We don't.
Email.
Judge.
Hang on, Ms. Zane. He has an email saying about the refusal. Well, it's a text message screenshot.
Yes, it's a email. I actually screenshotted it.
And it says,
This right here is the legal gut punch. Unjust enrichment is basically the court saying you don't get to benefit from something without paying for it. You can't live in an apartment, use the utilities, occupy the space, and then claim a technicality erase the debt. Even if we entertained his tender payment theory for a second, the judge is signaling that possession without payment doesn't magically become free housing. And notice the strategy shift. The judge narrows it down to one simple question. Are you going to pay certified funds, yes or no? That's courtroom efficiency. Strip away the philosophy, strip away the statute citations, get to the practical fix. Let me ask you this. If the landlord accepted December but rejected November, would that confuse you too? Or is the certified funds requirement reasonable after multiple bounce checks? Drop your take below.
from somebody with the last name of Aslam, ASLAM, indicating that they received a rent check in the sum of $1,238, which the check that he showed me was in the form of an over-the-counter check. however, must be certified funds. And then, second page, as the system will not accept this, maybe, but
Yeah, just my notes on the ledger show counter check, which is a check that's not, it's one of the ones they give you from the bank. And so again,
Okay.
that's the position I was taking anyways, it was refused
so,
because.
sir,
Yes.
is there a reason why you can't get certified funds to the landlord?
Well, they actually accepted December's rent from the same check, Your Honor, from my bank.
Okay, but if
Well, because it costs, and my defense is that under Uniform Commercial Code 440.2511, by tender of payment, 2 and 3,
it's not applicable to this case,
and could you tell me why, Your Honor?
because the UCC doesn't apply to this circumstance.
I'm sorry.
The UCC doesn't apply to this circumstance.
It's a commercial transaction, Your Honor.
The UCC does not apply.
Okay. So where could I find this at that says that this isn't a commercial transaction?
That would be your assertion. I'm telling you it doesn't apply to this.
Just for my understanding that the Uniform Commercial Code governs all commercial transactions in commerce. And so based off of this law, tender of payment is why my defense is that once the tender of payment was refused, at that time, the charge or the total amount was discharged.
Even if you were to do that analysis, you can't then have unjust enrichment, which means that you want to move.
I'm sorry.
You can't have unjust enrichment, so you'd have to move because you can't have the apartment and not pay.
No, I mean, I paid the rent. They took the exact form of payment in December.
Sir, are you going to tender a check or no? Or certified funds to them?
I'll tender payment.
Are you going to tender certified funds for the 1805?
And there it is, the deadline with consequences. This is how judges maintain control of the courtroom. Clear order, clear amount, clear date, and a very clear warning. Fail to comply, and judgment enters for the full balance plus accumulating rent. No more debates about the UCC, no more theoretical arguments, just compliance or eviction. What's interesting is that the judge actually split the issue, ordering payment of the undisputed $1,238 first, then setting a later hearing for the disputed amount. That's measured. That's procedural fairness. He didn't just slam the gavel and toss him out immediately. So here's the final question. Was the judge patient and balanced, or did this defendant get more leeway than he deserved? Because one thing's certain, courtroom confidence is not the same thing as courtroom competence. And today, that difference was on full display.
So, Your Honor, my rent is $1,238, and just the extra $700, $600. I'm not sure where it's coming from, but if they accepted the rent payment and from my bank in December, I don't know why they wouldn't accept it now. They refused November and then they accepted December.
Sir?
Yes.
I'm asking a very simple question.
Yeah.
Are you going to tender certified funds to them in the amount of 1805?
I will surrender. I will submit funds.
Certified funds to them.
I plan to. It costs me to do certified, so I would.
As does
I would
the
like
NSF transactions that they've had in the past. So that is my question to you. Are you going to submit certified funds
I'll submit certified funds.
in the amount of 1805?
I like to debate that amount because I'm not sure where that amount's coming from. My rent is $1,238. In court costs, I'm not sure what the other $600.
All right, here's what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
Defendant to submit $1,238, which at this point is the undisputed amount in certified funds to the landlord no later than December 29th, 2023. And then we will look at the disputed amounts. I will adjourn this matter to January 5th, 2024 at 2 p.m. And I would just note to you, Mr. Smith, that if those funds aren't in, I'm not hearing any additional argument. I will be granting a judgment, which will be for the full amount, plus what will at that point be January's rent.
Your Honor, also, the 4th I have to work, so every time that I'm coming here, I'm having to take off of work. And
Sir, I cannot help that.
I mean, is there a way that we can? Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.